All right, now
Okay.
narrowing this case down to Bamishe's case and the government involvement, because this is Bamishe, the Anyonwala family versus the governor. I mean, the government, so to say, the Lagos State government, because of course everyone was aware of how she was, brutally murdered on the government boss, and since then, what can you say? And you also mentioned something about visiting them at court, like you met the family at the court. What can you say? What can you say in that regard? Like, how is the government, the Lagos State government, handling the case?
Okay, so we'd say that we are very dissatisfied with the way the Lagos State government is handling the case. I mean, this is a clear case of femicide. This girl was murdered. Some of her genitals were allegedly missing. This girl made efforts to even let people know about this, told us about the driver, the way he was moving towards her. This girl made efforts to, stay alive at all costs. At the end of the day, she was murdered. And her body was found somewhere, and the BRT was parked in his park. They found it parked back in the BRT terminal, one of the BRT terminals. The family themselves traced it there. And then we learned that this guy was at large. Why did he run away? I'm talking about Minikoro, the driver of the BRT bus. Later, he was caught. He made a statement in the case. I remember when he was in Panti, he made a statement. All fingers pointing to this guy, pointed to this guy as the murderer of Bamishe. He cannot say he didn't know, he does not know about it. Now, all of a sudden, in court, the story is changed, saying that he ran away because when he heard about it or something that I don't know. I did not know why this case is taking so long. But we wish that number one, Bamishe gets justice, that our murderers, that we don't care about somebody's being at large. We know that if the government wants to, pick up people at large, they have a means of getting it. The police do, the courts do, okay? And the Omnicron is obviously implicit in this. We wish that the case will be, there's a word, it's not fast forwarded. I can't remember the word right now, but
Okay.
they should do everything that they can to wrap this case up so that the family does not continue to go through, this prolonged grief. They should get to sentencing. They should sentence Omini. They should sentence everybody involved in the murder of Bamishe. I mean, 2 years is enough. And that's one of the reasons why we're advocating for, a femicide bill that explicitly states that once a case is being established as a femicide case, judgment, straight up, life imprisonment, no need for delaying. If there's a gender related killing of a woman or girl, it is femicide. Call it femicide. Let's know what it is, pronounce it, and go to judgment. There's no need for this prolonged, this unnecessary adjournments.
Okay. All right. Anyway, because I it's something that I have to be confidential about until the whole thing is out. Because I remember while during my visit to the family, it's the same thing you said that they are also saying that Omnicron stopped appearing in court. Likewise, the state council was defending the Omnicoron at the court that you know he has not been coming to court, and I remember speaking with Damilola Ayowola. That was
Mm-hmm.
30th. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was 30th. She mentioned that they were at the court
Mm-hmm.
on November 29th, and it was actually adjourned again to January 30th or January or thereabouts in 2025. And because the
Yeah.
state council refused to appear in court, and we will still have a lawyer or someone to speak with
Mm-hmm.
in that regard to understand why that is happening. And this has been the case since 2022 that the incident happened. That was on February, I think February 26th, 2022 or thereabout. And now, looking at the cases of femicide, across Nigeria so far, can you give a rough estimate of what the percentage of the cases you've been able to trace, probably the percentage of femicide cases in Nigeria? If you can break it down to regions, I don't mind. Of course, we have the six. I mean, we have six geopolitical zones in Nigeria. If you can break it down to regions, if you don't mind, also, and that your organization has been able to track in the past year.
Is it 2024 you're talking about?
Oh, okay, all right. Let's narrow it down to 2024, and of course, we'll surely visit the other years. I'll look that up.
Okay, for in 2024, we have tracked 133 cases as of the beginning, as of December 1. So on December 31st, we'll
Sorry,
put up the number of the other cases,
I'm,
we'll
s- I'm
collate the other.
I'm sorry. I sorry. Did you mean the whole of
You cannot hear me,
2024?
Abby?
I can hear you. Actually, I can hear you. Did you mean the whole of 2024? 100 cases, or
Yes.
just December alone?
As of 2024, the femicide cases that we have, no, 2024, as of December 1, we had tracked 133 cases. Okay.
Okay.
So tomorrow is December 31st. That's when I'll be able to give you the complete number for 2024. But as at December, we had tracked 133 cases of femicide in Nigeria. Now, those are verified cases, cases that the disaggregated data exists for age, sex of victim, relationship between victim and perpetrator, and all that. Um, but there are some cases that we have tracked. I mean, we've heard about the man who said he's repented and he came out and he said he has over 70 bodies of women under him who he has, sacrificed in ritual killings, and that's femicide. Some women who were killed because somebody needed a particular, um, a specific female genital or something else.
Genital.
So it's a gender related killing. I mean, but this man, we don't even know who these women are. We don't know. We don't have their details. We don't have anything about them. So those cases are like unspecified, just recorded as unspecified in
Yes.
our dashboard. But the ones that we can specify, with that we have tracked, um, the age, the sex, and the gender related motive behind the killings, the victim to perpetrator relationship, that are clear cases of femicide that we can, these are verified data. So far, we have recorded 133 cases. But by tomorrow, I don't know when your report is supposed to come out. By tomorrow night, I should be able to give you concrete figure when we um, finish our collation for December and the year 2024 at large.
All right. Now, okay. We'll revisit that. I think that's actually good because by at least by tomorrow or by January 1st, I should be able to get the accurate statistics for the whole year and for I mean December alone. Also, now another question that I have is concerning Bamishe's case. The case is being dragged for too long, and what do you think could be the way forward? In making sure that this family gets justice.
Say that again.
All right. I said we all know how, of course, the family, especially the mother, I
Ah,
mean, the Bamishes family. Can you hear me? Hello?
yes,
All right. So,
I
Bamishes.
can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so Bamishe's family said, the case is being dragged, and for the past 2 years, it's going to be 3 years in a couple of months, or 3 years in a couple of months or thereabouts. And now, this case is the case of a family versus the state. Just is as good as um, charging the state government to court for. an alleged murder, so to say. Now, for the fact that this case is being dragged, according to the family, for too long, and they are contemplating and they are just doubting. They are doubting as to whether they would get justice, or how long is it going to take for them to get justice when there are evidences everywhere, because there were videos, there were snippets of videos of Bamishe all over the internet, where she actually, which she exchanged with a friend and she updated a friend of how the whole event went and all of that. And how now Ominikoron, according to the media, also confessed to the killing, which he later denied, according to the stories we've heard so far, that he made a statement under duress. Now, these are now contradictory um, stories, so to say. So, what do you think is the way forward? Because this family, they are just, to them, they are helpless. To them, they are helpless and they just want to get justice for their daughter. So, what do you think? And it is the family versus the state. So, what do you think is the way forward to just give them that assurance? And because of course everybody has moved on. This is Nigeria. Another thing will surely happen, and everybody has moved on, so to say. They've forgotten about the case until we revisit it again. And what do you think is could actually be the way forward to ensure that justice is the family get justice?
Well, justice should never be denied. What we have to say is that the ruling in Bamishe's case would help us, everyone, to clarify the stance of the Lagos State government and the Lagos State judiciary on, gender related killings of women. Is not about everybody, coming out to release statements, especially during the 16 days of activism, about how they support women, about gender based violence, about putting an end to it. We're talking about action. And this way is the only way you can prove to us that indeed the Lagos State government and the Lagos State judiciary, um, you know, believes in the sanctity of the right to life for women. Okay, it is sacrosanct because femicide is an hate crime. Femicide denies women of the right to life. So if the Lagos State government wants to, you know, stand by their words, the action that they need to do is to make a decisive ruling and very quickly on Bamishe's case and every other femicide case that is still pending. They need to give these women justice. They need to let us believe in the ability of the government to protect women and girls. And that's the only way they can do it. To ensure that everyone that has their hand in Bamishe's death is sentenced accordingly. Life imprisonment. Because that murder was intentional. For Bamishe to have suspected somebody to know that these people had something for her, and they still went ahead and did it and dumped her body and went away. It is intentional. It is first degree murder. Femicide is intentional killing of a woman and girls and a girl, or a girl rather, because of their gender, because of the gender related motive. It is clear in Bamishe's case that is a femicide. The Lagos State government should show us, um, you know, what they stand for. Also, the Lagos judiciary should show us that they stand by women, the right to life for women, by making a quick and decisive action and ruling on Bamishe's case.
All right, thank you very much. I think I have gotten what I need to. At least I just needed to hear your opinion in this. You know, as regards the case of Bamishe's murder. So thank you very much, and I really appreciate your time, Miss Ajayi, Miss Ololade Ajayi. Thank you
Yeah,
very
I was
much.
even going to mention the name of the. I was going to mention the name of the justice itself.
The name of
I said I was going to mention the name of the justice in charge of the case, but I've forgotten the name now. I
okay.
wanted to mention the name. I would get it for you
All
so
right.
that you can mention that I said that particular justice needs to do so needs to make a quick and decisive action. I'll get the name of the
All right.
justice
Okay, no problem.
in charge
Now,
of the case.
okay, that's
They should.
all right. That's called okay. That reminds me of a question I would like to ask. So, because I remember while speaking with them, the justice has it been the justice who has been presiding over the judge? Has it been the same person who has been presiding over the case from inception, or there has been a change?
Uh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but when we started, it's been a particular
Okay,
judge
the
that has been the
particular
head.
judge. Okay,
But I'm not sure if the person has been changed.
all right,
But
no.
we started monitoring the case. Yes, last year it's been the same person, but I can check to see if the court
And
has
is it what?
adjourned.
èèyàn pátápátá ni màmá jókòó sí ẹ̀yìn ni mo wà èmi wà lẹ́yìn so orí driver yẹn ló ń wò lọ́gbọ́n ẹ̀ títí rí orúkọ bóyá nọ́mbà BRT yẹn nílé mi ìbò ṣáà máa fàdúrà sí wàhálà ọkọ mi ò balẹ̀ má sọ fẹ́ níbodì tó ní mo mọ̀ ọ́ sí ìlú máa sáré lọ fún un lọ́ba àti lórí wọ́n máa wà fi ìṣe mi ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ tí kòkó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣáà rẹ̀ ó wọnú mọ́tò yẹn báyìí.